Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to learn all about the sessions in PHP. Session is actually nothing but a way to store information in variables across the multiple pages. And unlike the cookie, information is not stored on the user's computer, but it is stored on the server side. It is nothing but a global variable and it is stored on the server side. To identify the session, a unique ID is created for it, and using this unique ID, we can use it to retrieve the stored values. Whenever the session is created, a cookie containing the unique session ID is stored on the user's computer. And this is written every time the user requests the web page or visits the same website again. If the client browser does not support cookies, then the unique PHP session ID is displayed in the URL. Sessions have the capacity to store relatively large data as compared to the cookies. Cookies can store only the small amount of data. Session values are automatically deleted when the browser is closed, and if you want to store it permanently, then the only way you have is to store it in the database. And just like we have used $_cookie to retrieve the values of cookies, similarly, we are going to use $_session to access the values stored in the session variables. And one more important thing is that uh, for creating the session, it should be started just before using any HTML tags. So let us see now how to create a simple session file, and then later on we will see how to modify it, how to destroy it. So let me now go to my notepad++. So like I have told you, I will start the page with the PHP script tag, and here for starting the session, the very first thing that you should do is that you are going to write here session_start function. Remember, this should be the first thing that you should write here. If you just start with your HTML tag, then it won't work. So before writing any HTML tag, it is necessary that you start it with session start function. Now here within the HTML body tag, again I am going to open the PHP script, and I am going to set some session variables. So for setting this session variables, I am going to use this $_session, and say suppose I'll give it the name favorite color, and within it say suppose I'm going to write here blue. I'll create one more session variable, and let us say I'll write here favorite animal. So say suppose my favorite animal is lion. So in this way I could set up session variables, and then I'll just echo one message that session variables are set. I'll close my PHP script. I'll close the body tag and HTML tag. So I'm going to save this file with the name create session 1.php. I'll go to my web browser, and here I'll run the create session 1.php file. So here the message session variables are set. So in this way you can set the session variables. Now the next thing that we are going to learn is that how to retrieve the values of this session variables in your script. So say suppose within this same file I'll create one more PHP script. So here on the upper side I have set the session variables. Now in the lower part I'll just echo the session variables. Remember, you can create another file, but I am doing it within the same file. So it actually depends on you where actually you want your session variables. So here I'll write session variable first, that is a dollar underscore session, and my first session variable was favorite color, and I'll write here br tag. Similarly, I will just echo the second session variable, that is a favorite animal, and here within the brackets I'll write here favorite animal. So in the upper part we have set the session variables, and in the lower part we are just echoing or displaying the session variables. Remember, I have written this within the same file. You can create another file to retrieve it, because session is available across multiple pages, isn't it? So that is why you can write it this within the another file. So I'll refresh it again. So see here, it has successfully fetched the session variable blue and lion that we have set in the upper part. Now next I'm going to show you how you can modify the session variables. So in case you make up your mind that you want to change the favorite color. So the simple way that you can do is that change its value. So suppose I'll copy this code, again write it here. So here instead of setting, now this time I am modifying the session variable, and I'm only interested in changing the favorite color. So say suppose I'll write here yellow. So the only way to modify a session variable is that just overwrite it with some another value. So say suppose I'll just save this file, and if again I run this, so you can see here now the favorite color has been changed from blue to yellow. So this is the way you can modify the existing session variable. So you could create different files for this, and for simplicity I have just written all this code within the same file. Now after modifying this, say suppose I want to destroy this PHP session values. So the very simple way to do is that again I'll write it within this same page. This time I'm going to destroy the session. So here I have a choice that there are two ways to destroy it. First is that I could use session underscore unset function to release all the session variables, or I could use the session underscore destroy function, and I'll just display the message that session variables are destroyed. And after this, if I want to retrieve this particular favorite color, I'll put it up here so that you can see what will be the output. So for a while I'll just comment this. So I will just first destroy it, and then later on we will write this code of fetching the favorite color. So I'll run this file again. So it is displaying now session variables are destroyed. Now if I go back and here I uncomment this, and if I try to get this value of favorite color now after destroying it, so let us see what will be the output. So here you can see an particular error has been thrown. Why? Because this favorite color was destroyed here, hence its value was not retrieved now. So this clearly proves that once you have used session unset function or session destroy function, the associated session variables will be destroyed. So this is the way how you can destroy the session variables. Now let us discuss some uses of sessions. So suppose if you want to store some important information such as user ID more securely on the server so that the malicious users cannot tamper with it, then session is the most efficient way. And like I have told you, you can pass values from one page to another. And if you want an alternative to cookies on browsers, then session is the way to go. Sessions are nothing but global variables, and these are storing values in an efficient and secure way as compared to passing them through the URL. You are developing an application such as shopping cart that has to temporarily store information with a capacity larger than 4 KB, then the only way to do this is that to use the session variables. So this is how the sessions are used in PHP.